Welcome back to the UNprofessional Fives, episode 9. We're in the penultimate episode of the season. And let's get into the teams. Miguel Sherry, the wall in goal. Milky Bar Kid, Thomas Grima, aka Grimaldo. Max Kirkbride, aka Schoolboy. And Luke Musu, the engine, making up a very strong blue team for the penultimate episode. We've got the English connection between Matt Iris and Max Kirkbride, and then we know Thomas and Luke are always a good pairing. On pink team, Johnny Bonici, 16 years old, taking on the field again alongside Mark Tayar and the unprofessional footballer Pops De Bono in goal. We know he is amazing in goal. And a new appearance for Pedro Ashisa, who is a talented winger who currently plays in the amateur league. Left-footed, good on the ball. You're going to like him. You're going to see a lot of him today. And let's get into the game. Here we go. Blue on the ball. And that goes straight out of play. Wasteful in possession. I'm going to pick up that ball there and go straight back to the goalkeeper, Pops. Pops on the ball, plays it across to Mark. Mark on the ball, just playing around with it at the back, picks out Pops. We know Pops is comfortable on the ball. He gives it back to Mark. Mark to Pedro. Pedro to Johnny. Johnny, we know, plays way above his years in terms of maturity. As I've tried to flick the ball around the corner there, it's found its way over to the other side of the field to Johnny Boy. And Johnny Boy is going to switch that ball over to Pops. Patient play at the moment as the ball's played out wide to me. I'm going to drive through the middle, pick out Mark Tayar on the wing. Mark Tayar from wide, and it's saved by Miguel Sherry. Mark Tayar on the ball. He's going to play that ball back to me. I'm going to open out and play that all the way back to the goalkeeper, and it's going to come back to me. And look at Pink, just playing nice and patient here, keeping the ball at the back, bringing Blue out so that we can come back in as Johnny tries to find me at the back post there. It doesn't come off. And blue team are finally going to get hold of possession as Miguel Sherry gets an early nutmeg there, straight through the legs of Pedro. And now they can play, but Mark sweeps up at the back. And there we go, Pink are on the ball again. A total of 15 seconds in possession there for blue team. And Pink will now try and hold the ball for another lengthy spell as we try to pull the blue team out of position and wait for a good opportunity to get in behind, because that's where we're going to be the strongest. And Maxi almost takes the ball off Mark. He's still going, and Milky Bar Kid is going to rob him of the ball. Drives forward, and that's intercepted by Pops, who's going to play it off Schoolboy and out for a goal kick. Here we go. Pedro on the ball, plays it to me. I play it inside. It's been intercepted, and a rush shot from Grimaldo goes just wide. You can hear the audio's a little bit quieter this week, guys, and that's just because we had a new cameraman in, aka the Earthquake cameraman. You can see how much the camera's shaking right now, and I'll be honest, him and his friend were just talking the entire time, and it's super annoying to listen to on camera. So we've turned the audio right down, and you're going to be listening to the awesome backing track by Busky Beats there. And Pink are going to try and drive through the middle. It's been a bit of a slow start. Nothing too exciting has happened just yet. The feeling out process is always interesting in the five-a-side games. Obviously, no one wants to overcommit and lose an early goal, because you've seen in the fives how costly it can be to concede a goal early. And I've snatched at that rare opportunity where I take the chance too early, and usually I would find a better pass there, but just I think the frustration getting to me. Mark picks out the ball in the middle, finds Pops. Pops is then going to put the ball through the middle to Mark. Mark turns out, takes a heavy touch. Musu over to Milky Bar Kid, winds up, and I've got a strong leg in the way there to block it out. Pedro trying to take the ball down the line there with Grimaldo, but we know Grimaldo's a strong player at the back, but Grimaldo's been pickpocketed by Mark. Probably Mark should have gone for goal earlier there. Pedro with lovely feet, and Grimaldo makes up for his mistake and makes a great block there to deny Pedro. All played into Pedro, who's going to try and weave out some space there. I think he's going to need a few minutes just to settle into the format of five-a-side as Markataya goes all the way through and Miguel Sherry gets a big leg across there just to stop it. Oh, lovely trick there from Musu. Again, sells another player, tries to go through the middle, but Johnny Boy gets the block. Oh, Milky Bar Kid, lovely roulette. Can he get a goal there? Plays it across the goal. How has Pops pulled off a save there? Musu really should be doing better just like that as well. Musu 2 chances in about 30 seconds there and he's missed both from inside the area. Blue team might be made to pay for those 2 easy chances there that they've just gone begging wide. Johnny plays a lovely reverse pass out wide to Pedro, who finds Mark in the middle, who tries to get the shot away, but it's blocked by Musu and it goes out of play for a pink ball. Schoolboy getting in the way, being a bit annoying there, and Pops is going to try and play the ball all the way through to me. He's found me. Just like that, 1 goal, 1 touch to set the ball, opened up my body as if I was going far post and just thumped it into the near post. Caught Miguel Sherry off balance there and managed to put us 1-0 in the lead there. Possession paying off for pink team. 5 minutes into the game, the first goal has been scored and now blue team are going to want to make a quick reaction to get back into the game and not let that take over. I play the ball out wide to Pops. Pops on the ball. Finds Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy on the ball. We know he's very comfortable in those tight spaces. I've tried to play the ball and again rush past there, just out of the pitch. Blasted high wide, nowhere near the players. Standard's been a little bit slow today. I think the game will pick up like last week in the later stages. I think both teams just feeling each other out, really sparring a bit back and forth here, just trading possession, trying to wait for the right opportunity to go for goal and kick in that killer instinct as Mark drives through the middle. This could be the opportunity as he takes on 2 players. Still going. Maxi comes through the middle here, takes it off him at the final player there. Gives it to Milky Bar Kid. Oh, he tries to sneak it. It gave Pops the eyes there, but Pops just left the trailing leg out enough to deflect it off onto the post. Milky Bar Kid very good and very quick on the counter-attack as we've seen in recent weeks. He flicks the ball towards the back post to Musu. Musu finds Schoolboy. Schoolboy's going to go for a cross, plays it out wide and Musu. Got to get that on target, buddy. That's not a good one. Pops on the ball, finds Mark. Pink just finding their feet now in the game, starting to get a bit more fluid on the ball. But as I say that, I've given away a terrible pass there to Pops and Grimaldo almost punishes me for a poor pass. Johnny has been punished though. Through on goal, I've managed to make the block and Grimaldo, how has he snuck that in? Lovely sell of the shoulder there from Milky Bar Kid. I just get back in time on the line and deny Milky Bar Kid another goal as he races against me to try and finish top goal scorer. Did enough to block the shot, but Grimaldo follows up the rebound and me and Pops, I think, just got in each other's way and neither one of us went to go and get rid of the ball. Schoolboy flashes the ball just wide there. Pops gets the ball through and Miguel Sherry comes out quick, reads the situation, and now he's going to start the attack for his team. And we just can't keep the ball on the pitch. 8 minutes in, it's 1-1. Blue team start fast. And that's a lovely block from Pedro to stop Milky Bar Kid rifling that into the top corner. Milky Bar Kid on the ball. Little fake kick there, trying to wait for the right opportunity. Goes all the way back to Grimaldo. Grimaldo, we know he can hit them from distance, but he just drags that one a little bit wide. Grimaldo has been one of the players that I've enjoyed watching this season. A beautiful mix of finishing when he's in front of goal and close by the goal, partnered with the strength and speed. He's very strong and powerful when he runs with the ball, hard to take the ball off of, and he does his job defensively too. Johnny Boy, loose pass in the middle, little scoop pass from Thomas, doesn't work, and Pedro with a shot from distance stings the gloves of Miguel Sherry. Johnny Boy on the ball here, plays it out wide to myself. I'm going to switch the ball early to Pedro, to Mark Kataya. Mark and Pedro wearing the same colour there. We've got a nice little black and pink combination here. Johnny finds the ball out wide and Pedro's just caught wrong-footed there. Can't control it. Otherwise, I was waiting in the box for that pass across goal. Good opportunity for Pink there, but it has gone to waste as we can't keep the ball on the field as Musu is on the ball, the engine. We know he's box to box. He plays a lovely clip ball over the top, but it just touches the net. That is going to be a spot on play for Pink. Milky Bar Kid being a little bit of a dick. We know he's got that in his personality and we love that here at the Fives, a bit of gamesmanship. Ball switched across to Mark. You can see Pink's set up at the moment is Mark and myself playing a bit more defensively. while Johnny and Pedro are given a bit more of a free rein to go forward, and it's working well so far. We've just had the one goal that we've conceded, and we probably should have done better to keep that out. Milky Bar Kids managed to ride his luck and get through the middle, gets it out wide to Schoolboy, who goes back to the Milky Bar Kid. Johnny playing a little bit slow there to react to the ball as Schoolboy works up some space, but Pops makes a great save out wide. Plays the ball through the middle, Johnny on the ball. Johnny Boyd going through towards the goal. Tries to go through the legs of Musu, but it's not going to work for him. And he's been dispossessed now, and blue team can break. They've got the numbers. If Schoolboy can look up, he picks out Milky Bar Kid. Milky Bar Kid tries to do a roulette, but misses the ball, and it just goes off the pitch. A little let off there for pink team. Probably should have done better with that numbers advantage. Johnny Boy trying to go through the middle, but Schoolboy isn't going to let him have that and picks his pocket. He's done well to win the ball back though, and Schoolboy has to resort to kicking it out for a kick-in, and pink team can get the game restarted here. Pedro on the ball. Tries to do too much, and now he's been robbed. Luckily, it's gone back to Pops, who can then restart the attack. He's got it out for a kick-in. Ball played out wide to myself. I'm going to take the ball, play inside to Mark. We know Mark is very good in these areas when he's given space, but Miguel Sherry gets a good leg out there to block it. Grimaldo on the drive. We don't want to let him get time and space, and he's just taking it off the field with him. Well done there by Pedro to slow him down and stop him getting that clear sight at goal. Mark on the ball. Back to Pedro. Pedro switches the ball over. I'm on the ball. I play the ball back across. We're just opening up the pitch, keeping it nice and big. Doing well here. I've not telegraphed that run through the middle there, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. Miguel to Musu. Musu just bringing the ball out comfortably here. Little Travella pass to Schoolboy, who's going to come through the middle, takes a shot, it's blocked, back out to Schoolboy. And he does well again to make sure that he's on the score sheet. Lovely goal there from Schoolboy. Little reaction shot, flash in front of goal, right footed on his weaker side, and he just catches Pops out at the near post. We know Pops is a good goalkeeper, so he's done well to catch him out. Lovely play there, and Schoolboy really should have made that 2, and Milky Bar Kid definitely should have made that 3. Really clear opportunity there for Blue to get a bit of breathing space for the first time in the game, but they haven't taken it. They are going to pay to see that one go wide there, and potentially later on in the game they might get punished for not converting that chance as Pink have the ball. Mark, lovely footwork. You see his feet move so quick. La Croquetta's little drag backs, he moves the ball like lightning, but Pops has given away possession there, and Milky Bar Kid is going to start the game quick. I'm going to come back into the pictures to try and help out defensively. I've not done very well. Milky Bar Kid's rode his luck there, got all the way through, tried to back your shot, but Pops is equal to it. But he then gets back and recovers and gets the block. Johnny now trying to drive out, but he's been dispossessed, and now Thomas is on the ball. He gives it back to Musu. Musu tries to play the ball through, but I've managed to make the block, and now I'm going to carry on the press. Milky Bar Kid, we know he's great at dropping the shoulder and turning. Musu on the ball. Gives it back to Thomas, who's tried to scoop it over the top of Pops there. It hasn't worked out, and Pops can now try and drive out. Well done from Pops there to get the ball on the deck. Johnny coming forward now takes a shot, and he's blasted that one over. Johnny plays the ball out wide to me. I'm waiting for someone. You can see me signalling for someone to please make the move for me. It's not worked. I've tried to play the ball across to Mark, and it's been intercepted, and now blue team are on the ball. 5 minutes left. Miguel Sherry very comfortable on the ball there, just mucking around with it at the back. I thought maybe we could punish him there, but no, he's very composed, does a little drag back and scoops it out of danger. Blue team wasteful on the ball though, and Pink are going to reset the game. Pops is on the ball, he plays the ball all the way through to myself. I've got some time and space here. Just took too long to get the ball out of my feet and take the shot. Milky Bar Kid, exactly the same problem as me, just delaying the shot a bit too much. Probably should have taken it a bit early, but he's still got the ball. Mark shrugs him and gets him off the ball. Driving forward, plays it to me. I'm going to play it back into Johnny. Johnny's been dispossessed. Milky Bar Kid, surely. Pops saves the day by making himself big and getting the block away. And Milky Bar Kid flashes that one across the box. No one there. And that's going to be a pink ball. Pedro starts the attack by giving it back to Pops. Pops on the ball. Plays it out wide to myself. Here we go. What are we waiting for again? I'm signalling for people to make the run for me. I'm not seeing the runs being made. Finally, I get a movement so I can play the ball forward to Johnny. He finds Mark. Max has done ever so well to stop the ball there. And Pedro's taking it off of him and just gone wide. I think Musu on the line there makes a vital block just to put it wide and redirect the ball. I'm waiting for the ball at the back post. It's come all the way back to me. I line up. And Max has done well to block the shot there, stop me. We know I can hit those from distance and get them powerful on target. So he's taken that right in the calf to stop me troubling Miguel Sherry. Mark on the ball, looking to try drive inside. My pass across the goal is cut out and it's not going to be used very well from the sideline there as Mark tries to fire the ball in, but it's instantly cleared. Ball played all the way back to Pops. We know Pops is good on the ball, probably could have gone for a shot there, but it's not to happen. And the game is restarted. Pedro on the ball. Passes out wide to Pops. Final 2 minutes of the game. He's got the ball out wide to me. I've tried to go through the legs of Tom there, but he stayed big and blocked the ball. I've played the ball all the way back to Johnny. Johnny on the ball, plays it to Pops. We're playing with a fly keeper now. You know in futsal, it's very good when the goalkeeper comes out and joins the attack as Mark tries to catch the goalkeeper out there, and he did. He absolutely sold Miguel Sherry with the pass there and faked it and then reversed himself and shot. If only he put it on target, that would have been a lovely goal to have scored and gave us back to equals. Now I'm driving forward with the ball. I'm going to chop back inside on myself. Little roulette to keep the ball, shielded it well. Waiting for someone to move. No movement from Pink. Pinks have really started to slow down that movement on the ball. We're waiting for Pops to come out and join us on attack. Gives it out wide to me. Little fake roll drag back there. Gives it back to Johnny. Johnny tries to flick it back through to me, but Max has done well to make the block. Johnny resets the attack to Mark. Mark tries to take the shot and it's not going to come off there. Don't know what the cameraman's doing. Mucking around with camera angles, and that's not what we want to see. We want to get clear vision here in the final minutes. We don't want to miss any of the action. Milky Bar Kid driving through the middle. Poor pass from Milky Bar Kid, and Pedro's going to pick that up and win a throw-in. No, he's not. It's been kept in. It didn't go off. Musu reverses it back. And Maxi, man, you've got to finish that one. Use your right foot there. Solid contact on the ball, and that's 3-1 to Blue Team. Another big opportunity has gone wasted by Blue Team. They're not going to want to see the replay of that one. Pink have got one final chance. I've almost kicked it off the pitch, but Pops has saved the ball, kept it in, and now we can play that final attack before the ball goes out. It's come back to me. Am I going to line up a shot? It's not on, so I've gone back to Pops, who we know can hit the ball. It's been saved, and now the ball comes back to Miguel Sherry. And the ball comes out wide. Pedro on the ball, and now it goes off. You can see sweating it out there. It's 2-1. It's a low-scoring game so far, but what we have noticed is both teams are playing very patient and trying to play with a bit of possession to get through the ranks. Both teams keeping it nice and compact at the back, making it hard to break them down. Hopefully the second half comes with a bit more action. So let's get underway and see what the second half entails. We need to see if Pink Team can get back into the game or if Blue Team can start to run away with it if the fatigue of Pink starts to kick in and become a factor. Whichever team gets the next goal could end up being the all-important deciding goal, so both teams are not going to want to concede in the second half first. We'll see if that defensive mindset stretches onto how the game is played, or if both teams start to try to gamble and go forward as the balls come out to Mark, who cuts inside, fakes the shot, reverses it. How has that not got in? A mixture between the post and Miguel's foot has managed to stop that from going over the line. Musu driving out from the back there, gives it to Schoolboy, who's just been intercepted there by Johnny, standing tall and taking the ball off of Max, who's going to go back to Pops now, and Pink are going to reset the attack. A nice and patient build up again as Johnny is on the ball. He plays the ball all the way through and it's gone off the pitch. Pops rushing the attack there, kicking it all the way back to Blue. We're going to try and hassle Milky Bar Kid as he gives it away in the middle to Mark Kataya, who picks it up, gives it back to me. I've not managed to get the ball out of my feet to shoot, and I've been dispossessed there, and Milky Bar Kid can now drive out. Max is on the ball, he's driving onto his favoured left foot, and he just puts it wide. Can Pink team counter? Now the ball's been played out to me. I've tried to do a little dink over the top to Mark, but it's not come off, and now blue team are on their way. I've made the interception to get it back to Pedro, and Pink team back on the ball. We've played it through. Nice little triangle play here to get some free space. Pedro 1v1, that's where we want to see him. He gives it out wide to Mark. Miguel Sherry, vital interception there. You can see how end-to-end the game is right now. Great shot from Miguel, but that's left Pops open to take the shot. Musu's made a vital block there to stop that from troubling the open goal at the other end. Pops now joining the attack, coming out on Flykeeper. For those of you that don't know what Flykeeper is, it's a type of style of goalkeeping used in futsal, but that is the problem with it. As you see there, Pops, overconfident, tried to go for the nutmeg. Thomas takes the ball straight off of him and puts it straight into the goal with power. Makes no mistake of that finish. I wasn't quick enough to get back on the line, wasn't expecting Pops to lose the ball there. And just like that, it's a 2-goal deficit. The lead has been doubled by blue team, and Pinks are starting to look like they might lose sight of this game, especially with blue on the ball as they are now. Milky Bar Kid has been driven a little bit wider than he wanted to. He's tried to get it through to Schoolboy. It's come back out. The attack is still going. Played all the way back across. And there's some good defending there. Last ditch defending from Pink team to stop blue taking advantage of that opportunity. Schoolboy on the ball. Doesn't really have anyone to pass to right now. He tries to find Matt at the back post, who's chested it back down. Now Matt is on the ball back again. Tries to go wide. I'm just going to hold him out there and force him backwards. Make the block. And now Musu's going to re-pick up the ball. Lovely little bit of flair there from Miguel Sherry, the goalkeeper. We know he's capable of playing outfield as well, just like Pops. Both of them very comfortable on the ball. Little dink pass over the top, but no one on the end of it. Pink team on the ball. Mark starting to drive out wide. That's what we want from him, but it's a miscommunication from him and Pedro. And now blue team are on the counter attack. Milky Bar Kid. And Mark has done really well to get back there so quickly. Still on the ball. He's so hard to get the ball off, but Grimaldo's done well to take it off him. Gives it to Milky Bar Kid, who's still on the ball. And he just drags it wide. Milky Bar Kid needs to start hitting the back of the net if he wants to finish the league as the top goal scorer. Johnny on the ball, tries to drive wide, but Tom has taken it straight off of him and said thank you very much. Now Tom drives wide, gives it to Milky Bar Kid, who turns, and Pedro this time denying Milky Bar Kid. That's 2 shots saved off the line by outfield players to deny Milky Bar Kid getting an all-important second goal in the game. And just like that, I score my second goal of the game. Lovely counter-attack by Pink. Johnny picks out a lovely flick pass to Mark, who backheels it into the space to me, and I'm going to hit that with all my might into the goal to make sure no one has any chance of stopping that going in the back of the goal. And now there's 1 goal in the game again. Pink team have a lifeline, and there is 15 minutes for us to try and get another goal and get back into the game. Grimaldo finds Schoolboy out wide. Schoolboy starting to cut in, finds Grimaldo. Grimaldo lines up, plays a fake pass down the line to Milky Bar Kid, who goes for goal instead of maybe trying to pick out Maxi at the back post, and it has been saved, smothered by Pops at the back front post. Now Milky Bar Kid on the ball, plays it all the way back. Musu has time to line up and shoot if he wants to. He's going to, and Pops has made a great save there and starts to counter-attack early. It's 3v2 if we can take advantage of it. We haven't. And Mark picks up the ball. Fakes to go back, but turns back on himself. We know he's good when he's driving at the opposition. He picks up the ball. Fake shot, rolls back on himself, and look at that. What a finish. Big game, big players. Little roll of the ball there, sells Maxi a dream, makes him turn his back, flicks it in front of him, and then just finds the far corner. Lovely shot from a tight angle there, and that is 3-3. Pink team back in the game. And now we have a chance to try and take the lead again, like at the beginning of the game. Pink just starting to bring the ball out. Pops on the ball. Plays the ball to myself. I'm going to give it into the middle to Mark. Mark's going to open out space. He's got Schoolboy going left and right, and my cross has been picked out by Milky Bar Kid. Pickpocketed by Pedro. Pedro finds a pass out wide to me. I'm going to cut inside. The shot is blocked and it hits the net. And now we can restart our attack. Johnny Boy on the ball. Skips 1. Skips 2. Into space. Plays a lovely ball out wide to Pedro. Pedro just a bit slow to get it out of his feet and under control, and Musu just takes it off him there and passes it out of play. Pink team ball. Pedro thinks quickly, flicks it into the space. I've taken it down. Back heel shot. Maxi's taken the ball off me. He tried to dribble out the back and Pedro's got it. And Pedro scores to make it 4-3. Pink team are in the lead, but what has gone on here?
My fucking God, why did I try that?
Doesn't look good for me. As you can see on that back heel shot, I've overextended and there's definitely a hamstring issue here. You can hear the screams of pain. Players gathering round. I'm in a lot of pain here. You can see on my face, I'm not usually one to stay down if I'm not hurt. And that, I tell you what, it hurt like a motherfucker. It felt like one of those elastic bands being pulled too much and it absolutely tore. Tom making sure that my head is clean there. We don't want anything dimming my shine while the spotlight is on me and I'm on the floor. I'm going to be helped to my feet and I'm going to see if I can walk it off or not. At the time I was hoping it was just a little muscle pull or cramp, but what we are going to later find out is I had it checked out by the doctor and it is a tear of the hamstring. So that is 6 weeks out for the unprofessional footballer. But what is going to happen now? We've never had an injury in the fives. What do we do? As you can see, a few minutes passes. I've got a lot of deep heat on that leg and I've told my team, look, well, there's no subs in the fives. Instead of you guys just standing here with a man down, I've decided I'm just going to stand for the final 10 minutes in front of the box. I've told them, don't pass me the ball. I'm just a body at this point and hopefully I can barricade and help block a few shots just by standing still. Blue team on the ball, they're definitely going to see this as a chance to really amp up their pressure and try to go for the kill now that they have one player injured on the other team. You can see me barely able to move in the middle there as Milky Bar Kid stings the hands of Pops. Pops does well to keep hold of the ball and Mark is going to try and fashion a chance from the wing here. He's got Maxi with him. He's going to skip past Maxi, carry on dribbling out wide and Moose is going to send him out for a kick in. We're going to rely on Pops joining the attack here, I think, when we're in possession to make up that extra man. Obviously, we know he's capable of doing it. There you go. You can see I'm nowhere near the play, just hovering around the top of the box as the ball's played back to Milky Bar Kid, who takes it on the volley, and I've managed to make a block. Even though I can't move, I've managed to get my back in the way to stop Milky Bar Kid once again. You can tell I really want to stay top goal scorer in the series, and I'm making it very difficult for Matt so far. That's 2 shots I've blocked inside the area of his in this game alone. And now Pops is going to try and play the ball forward. Blue team doing well to intercept it. Maxi snatches at the chance and drags it wide, and blue team, they need to calm down. They need to make sure that they pass the ball and move and keep stretching the play. Mark stings the hands of Miguel, who's now going to come out with the ball, finds Milky Bar Kid. We know Milky Bar Kid is good at bringing people into the game, but he plays it behind Musu, and just like that, Pink are on the ball once again. We don't look like we're a man down just yet. Mark has to score that. So close there, just not good enough on the finish. It's going to be a Pink ball. 7 minutes remain and we are still holding this lead. Pops is bringing the ball back, realises he can't play it to me, so he finds Johnny through the middle. Johnny now dribbling forward, looking a little bit slow. Johnny hasn't been impressive as he has been in the previous 2 episodes. He told me that he was sick at the end of the game, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that maybe he's moving a little bit slower today just because of the illness, but definitely haven't seen as much as we have from previous episodes, and usually a very dangerous player has been undoubtedly a bit quiet this game, and we are looking for a little bit more from Johnny, especially now that we're 1 man down. We really need everyone to be working twice as hard on the field apart from myself, while I just sit there and try to rest. I need people around me making movements to disguise and stop showing how exposed we are at the back as Musu has the ball, passes it straight past me, and just like that, that's all it is that Blue need to do. You can see they're finally slowed down their attack, taking their time. Pass the ball past me, I can't follow the man. Milky Bar Kid, do not discredit that finish. 1 touch and an outside of the foot Travella there to put it into the top corner. Lovely finish, definitely a contender at the end for goal of the game. Maxi probably should have made it 5-4 there, but doesn't convert. He's missed a few one-on-ones I think the pace is a little bit quick for him since he's come back from injury. He needs a few games just to get back into the hang of it. Johnny plays the ball back to Pedro, who's been dispossessed. This is not the area we want to be dispossessed as the ball's played back. Schoolboy on the ball gives it back to Milky Bar Kid, who tries the fashionable shot and it goes way over. Milky Bar Kid on the ball. Has he got something a bit more simple now? Plays the ball to the back post and Maxi again. Come on, Max, you're better than that. We know you're a fox in the box, but you're not showing it right now. All out wide, Thomas plays it to the back post and Milky Bar Kid takes his turn to miss an open goal as well at the back post. Has to do better. We're rushing the attacks again, and just like that, it's going to be a pink ball at the halfway line. You can see Pops at the halfway line here with the action. Johnny trying to fashion a chance there, but it goes out of play, and that is going to be a pink ball. A little pass there, trying to open up some space, but nothing comes of it. Blue team intercept the ball high. Thomas on the ball, gives it wide to Schoolboy, plays it back to Grimaldo. All the time in the world to pick out the shot, but it's been blocked by Pedro, and that's where we need Johnny to be quicker and get on the end of those and help get us a counter-attack. There is 1 minute left. Blue team really starting to put the pace on now because they know they need a goal. It's now or never for Blue team, and they've done it. It's now. Milky Bar Kid takes the ball off of Pops, finds Schoolboy at the back post, who has an open goal and scores finally with a first time finish. Pedro on the ball. It's a slow reaction from Blue. He's got all the way through with a nutmeg finish, and just like that, instant reply. We've looked like we're not going to score since the injury, but Pedro surprises Blue team from kickoff and gets a great goal there to make it 5-5. Blue team are going to be pissed. They did all that hard work the last 10 minutes to take the lead, and then they've thrown it all away as Blue team now have 20 seconds to try and mount the pressure to try and get that all-important winning goal. Schoolboy on the ball, tries to play it to Milky Bar Kid, heavy touch. Mark picks up the ball, finds Johnny Boy through on goal. Only Miguel in front of him, and he finds the bottom corner with the last kick of the game. Schoolboy slides in at the back post to try and deny him, but he does not get there. He's not quick enough, and just like that, it looks like it's going to be game over. The scoreboard is gone. We know we're past the 40th minute mark, and just like that, that is game over. Pink team wins. How have we won with 4 men? We're playing with a one-legged player who, as you can see at the end there, I have not moved from that singular spot that I've been stood on the entire game. Crazy that we've managed to pull off the heist of the century and win the game in the final 30 seconds, 2 goals. And this is why I always say, when it comes to the fives, the game is never over. It doesn't matter how many goals that you've got. In the matter of seconds, the game can be turned on its head. And that's a prime example of that happening just now. Pink team looked all but dead, defending for their lives for the final 10 minutes of the game after I tore my hamstring. And the blue team just could not take their opportunities earlier. They waited until the final minute to get that all-important goal that put them in the lead, but they switched off. They thought that was game over, and instead we've punished them twice on counter-attacks and managed to make the all-important 6-5 scoreline. That's the winning goal from Johnny Boy. Been quiet all game, like I said, but he did well to show up when he needed to there, scored the winning goal. Man of the match this game goes to none other than Pops. Obviously, you saw especially at the end there when we were under fire with only 4 men on the pitch. Pops went into Super Saiyan mode and was saving so much to keep the game within our reach. Without him, the game definitely would have been in double digits for blue team. Pops showing that national team quality and just oozing with class when he's on the field, showing his experience, contributing with the flying goalkeeper. Mark Katayar has been nominated as goal of the game. Let's go back and rewind and see that goal, and we see Mark is on the ball. He drives down the line, gives it to Pedro, who passes back to Mark. It's not over there because he fakes a shot which makes Maxi spin. We're going to look at it here. He fakes Milky Bar Kid first, pretending to go back turns on the acceleration, drives down the line into the space, commits Musu to step forward. As soon as Musu steps, he lays it out wide, which opens up the space back for him as Pedro notices to go back to him first time. The ball goes behind him, so he's still got a lot to do. Shifts it onto that right foot, fakes the shot. You can see how much that sold Maxi. Schoolboy turns his back and allows Mark to roll the ball back out into space, which has opened the back post, and he fires it like a laser beam into the far corner. That is an all-important final goal that wins the game for Pink team in the end. And a great result for Pink. Johnny Boy with the all-important deciding goal in the last second of the game. And let's take a look at some of the stats from the episode. So at the end of the game of week 9, I've finished with 2 goals. Milky Bar Kid has finished with 1 goal. So let's see what that does to the final table for goal scoring after week 9. I have increased my lead at the top to 16 goals now, 16 goals in 9 games, while Milky Bar Kid sits 2 behind me with 14 goals in 6 games. Now, what's important to remember is with that injury that I've sustained, will I be fit enough to play in the final game? I've torn my hamstring, so I can tell you now, episode 10, the finale, I'm out. I am not available for selection, which means top goal scorer is all to play for. The storyline will be Milky Bar Kid needs a hat trick to take the lead and win the top goal scoring award for the Unprofessional Fives in the last week possible. Now, what you've noticed if you've been watching the episodes is I've been leading the top goal scoring charts for much of the season. So for me to not be available in the finale and not have a chance to defend my leaderboard status, it's going to be devastating if I get pipped to first place by Milky Bar Kid. It's also going to leave a big opportunity for other players in other departments. Let's take a look at the assists now from this episode. So the players that have impressed the most this episode, we have 2 assists from Mark Katayar, 1 from Pedro. Pedro on his debut, 2 goals, 1 assist, 1 nutmeg, 11 defensive points and 1 win. He's ended the game with 14.5 points, which is definitely not a total to be looked down upon. The highest scoring player from the game, as you can imagine, is the man of the match, which is Pops de Bono. 18 saves, 1 win, 1 man of the match award. He even got an assist during the game. So that just shows the level of Pops right now. He goes into the final game as well alongside Miguel Sherry, trying to prove which one is the best goalkeeper of the Fives. Obviously, Brandon has played significantly less games than Miguel, but continually shows he is on exactly the same level, if not challenging to push Miguel to a higher level with just how much of an impact Pops has made in such a short space of time. So guys, going into the final episode, do not miss it. Next Saturday at 6 p.m. Final episode of season 2, the Unsigned series. The series comes to a climax and we will see the players go to war for the final time to end the 10-game series. Guys, get ready for that episode. If you've enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, comment down below if there's any players that you would like to see recruited for season 3 of the Unprofessional Fives. I can confirm this is an exclusive coming from the Unprofessional Footballer right now. I'm going to leave a graphic on screen. Season 3 has been confirmed. It's going to be the Unprofessional Fives, the Pro Series. That's right. It's the summer. It's off season. The pros are back. Everyone that's not in season right now, the pro players are back and available for selection. And I'm telling you right now, just from the initial lineup, we have got one hell of a series lined up for you. We have national team players. We have national team futsal players. We have players that have played in the Champions League for futsal, players that have played in the Champions League for football, players that are currently playing in the Premier League. We have other players that are in the lower leagues, but on professional contracts. There is a star-studded lineup, and it is going to be off the chain from the very first minute. So do not miss that. Information is coming soon. Make sure you follow Unprofessional Football Fives on Instagram to keep up to date with the recording dates and what starts to go on with the Pro Series, and get ready for more content. The only way you can be ready for the next series is by subscribing to the channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and stick around for more football five-a-side action, as well as podcast coming back soon at the end of May. You're going to start to see the release of the podcast. Again, amazing players coming to tell their stories and talk about their struggles along the way. Do not miss out. Get onto Instagram, follow the Unprofessional Footballer pod, and you'll get more information on that. Guys, it's been a pleasure, and I will see you next Saturday.